It's been a minute, but we back with the show. Welcome to the Bigger Play where the rubber meets the road. Happy to be back with the full complete podcast. When you get ready and you get some time, check us out. Excuse me. Check us out on TikTok. Follow us right here on YouTube. The biggest platform. We're trying to make this one the biggest. You hear me? I need y'all to tap in with the Bigger Play right now. My show today is going to hit those primary talking points, but I want to mainly deal with once a cheater is always a cheater. Is it true? Male or female? Let's go. Now, within this segment, we're going to drop the clip and we're going to ask you, can you please help us make this make sense? We're going to drop that she said it, I didn't. Yeah, we get into it. We're going to drop pay attention to what you see going on. Facts or fiction. We're going to end it off. We keep going. But right now, let's ask the question. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Is that true? So where I sit and where I come from, it appears as though if it's a part of you, there is a possibility that you can change. However, it's a strong possibility that that part of you will always be there. So if it's in you to commit this act of cheating, will you ever be able to give that up? Can you do it? And on the next episode, we're going to ask the question, possibly, what is cheating? Because it seems like a lot of people don't understand what it is. You meet a young lady, you meet a young man, you guys start to go out. And let's just say you both keeping it a bean. You both keeping it 100. You both keeping it a buck. And you can't see past each other. You're heavily in love. You got these butterflies in your stomach. You're young. You get close. Time pass, you get even closer. But you have feelings. You're 19. Both of you guys 19. But you have feelings for each other. And you never experience anything outside of each other. The young man says, I want to be committed. I have no eyes for anyone else. I just want to be with her. And he's all about the young lady. After 2 years, the young lady brushed up against somebody else at the new workplace. And she feels, wow, I feel a little something different than I feel with my boyfriend. But she's a halfway decent young lady, so she just don't want to relinquish her body, her energy, her spirit to the new guy. But he works with her. He's different than her current situation, her current boyfriend, and she's feeling some sort of different feeling than she have for her boyfriend. She hasn't cheated at this point. Time goes past, 3 months in at the new job. And the night before, the boyfriend and the young lady growing up have an argument about something petty, whatever it may be. See, somebody ate up all the food. He took her to the movies. He didn't take her to the movies. Whatever. So somehow, some way, she crossed eyes and crossed paths with this new energy at the job. Naturally, she's feeling something different. Something is telling her, I want to try it. I want to see what's to spending time with him. She don't want to just give it to him, but she want to see what's to him. So when she go back to the boyfriend, it's a different energy. And the boyfriend sensing it, but because he's naive, he's young, and he's head over heels for it, he can't put a finger on it. Make a long story short, the young lady starts to lie to the boyfriend, start to spend time with the new guy. It's new, it's fresh, she vibing. Boom! One night it happened, they kiss. No, she ain't gave none yet, but they kiss. And it's intimate, she feeling moist, she feeling good, she want to take it there. We're going to stop right there, okay? We're going to stop right there. They kiss, she feeling good, boom. She go back to the boyfriend. She don't want to give him a kiss. He trying to give her a kiss. At this point, she's a cheater. However, she hasn't crossed over to the actual intimacy part, but she wants to. Okay? Let's get our first clip. I got to ask y'all to do me a favor and make this make sense.
You guys do not judge men the same way that you guys are judging women when it comes to the age range, when it comes to who they date. When a man dates a female and he's in his 50s, 40s, and he's dating a female in her 20s, they're like, oh yeah, like he got money, like he's providing, like he's taking care of her, like, oh, he just wanted someone younger. Madonna. Perfect example, dating someone younger. She has the money, she's providing. And then it's like looked at as, oh, why is she dating someone so much younger? This is an ew, like pedophile. It's like ew, it's disgusting. And I think the gender roles is so messed up because you judge one gender and not the other when they're doing the same thing. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying it's not fair.
It's definitely just.
I call cap. And it's actually the other way around. So I posted something up where I asked the question. A young 19-year-old lady is in a relationship with a 36-year-old man and they get married. What's your thoughts on that? Everybody in the comments telling me, or just in general, people need to mind their own business. It's the direct opposite of what she just said. A complete 180. Okay? Stay out people business. She grown, he grown from a 19-year-old female to a 36-year-old male. They grown. Let them live. He did right. She low mileage. She's fresh. He did the best thing a man could do by dating that young. And these are not just men. These are also ladies in the comments. So the double standard is actually men get a bad name when in actuality, I took a poll and I posted this video to listen to people to get the conversation. And it was the women advocating for that. It wasn't on him. He made a decision. She made a decision. I just asked a question and I got told to shreds like I was in their business when I wasn't. So can somebody please help me make it make sense when we are dealing with what you call fractional reserve dating? Age appropriate dating, okay, I'm being funny. Fractional reserve banking, if you get what I'm saying. If you don't let that go over your head. But age appropriate. You got to ask yourself. A lot of people think they are neurologists where they can speak about the frontal lobe and they got degrees and you don't develop your frontal lobe till you get 25. What is it? Who determines when this young person is of an age to comprehend what they are, what waters they are about to swim in, what paths, what journeys they're about to take, and what bridges they're about to cross. Who is the sole beholder of this information? This is what you have to ask yourself. So I would like everybody to jump in the comments and do me a favor and make that make sense. Okay? You follow me? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Action packed. This is where we headed, right? Is y'all ready? I hope you is. Next segment. Yep. Here we go. She said it, I didn't.
A man that has to see is not a man for me. Ladies, stop letting these niggas play with y'all. If you ask a man for something and he says, I have to see, run fast. He has no money. He's poor.
That's sad, tragic, embarrassing. She said it, I didn't. It simply means I'm giving a reaction to what the young lady said because it simply doesn't make sense. But she said it, and she's not the only one that said it. I post videos every day on a regular basis supporting this framework, this mindset and this mind state, and this mind frame. She spoke those words, not me. What did she mean when she spoke those words? She sounds very delusional. If a young lady called me and say, hey, big, hey, play, is it possible I need to get my nails did and I want to get a little something did to my feet? It's $300. And the man say, you know what, give me a minute, let me see. She delusional for thinking I'm going to give her that. First of all, you know this not my woman. We just dating, if that. Second of all, what's wrong with the man saying, can I swing it? See, millionaires don't get rich by spending all their money in the wrong places. If you're cheap, you keep. And if you keep, you can invest that money in long-term investments. So you may be sitting on a couple $1,000 while, just throw away money. But if you're smart about it, you look at it and say, is there any value in giving this lady $150 or $300? If I want to crack, do I want to sacrifice that to crack? If I want to crack, do I need that to crack? Do I want to run off my pee, run up off my game to see if it's strong enough that way? But she said that, not me. Not me. I didn't say it. See, it's real strange when you're trying to make it make sense. When she said it and I didn't say it. But the attempt is to make it make sense. Can we make it make sense when it comes to once a cheater, always a cheater? Now, you remember in the beginning what I explained to you. You remember what I explained to you? I said that the young lady stepped out and got that little kiss. Is it possible for her to cut it short right there, or is she gone? I know she gone, but it's a question that I'm asking the audience. And once she crossed that boundary, is it any turning back? I'm just presenting a scenario, and I would like to have your input. Okay, well, the question is, once a cheater, always a cheater. Is it true or false?
I think change can happen with any situation. That's just my opinion. So I can't say a cheater can't change. I can't say a liar can't change. You know, sometimes, certain circumstances bring wisdom. Certain things that you go through in life sometimes that light bulb just hits. So yeah, you can change.
So
You can change.
why every time I look and I see these different topics, they be like, he'll never change or she'll never change because that's originally who they is. Why you think that? Because you sound like you got hope.
Well, maybe that's probably my problem because I try to see the best in things.
I don't think that's your
But
problem. I think that's a powerful tool.
okay. But I feel like anybody can change. I mean, if you really want to change, you can definitely do anything in this world you want to do. Um, you just, I mean, yeah, you can change.
Do you
A
think
cheater
it
can
depends
change. I
on
feel like they can. They just gotta want to change.
do you think it depends on your circle of people or who you with?
That too. That too. We don't have enough people hanging around us that, hold us accountable for certain things that we do.
Talk about
We
it.
have people around us that are okay with us messing up. That's the
Talk
problem.
about it.
I don't want to be around anybody that's okay with seeing the worst parts of me.
So do
Like if
you do
you,
good? Do you do good with friends that come to you and they try to give you a sense of accountability, or you take offense to that? Because a lot of people take offense to people holding them accountable.
I don't know everything. So if someone's telling me that what I did today made no sense, I'm going to listen. I don't have a problem with direction. So no, I would not get offended.
Do you find you try to help people and they get offended,
I've been in a lot of situations like that. So I'll back off. I'll
even though
back off.
you was genuine when you was trying to help them?
Right.
Godson, you there?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening.
What you think about what I asked? The question.
I believe that's like a double-edged sword. I
It
do
is.
believe
It
I
is.
do
That's why
believe
I put
a
it
person
out there.
can
I like your insight on it.
save himself from doing things that he's been taught or thought what was right. Now, a lot of times people are taught things that aren't right, but then when you study living it out and operating like that's the regular way of doing things, that's when you come to what would that be, the your higher realm of seeing things and not just judging it by lower self, meaning not pleasing your lower self, but pleasing your higher self. And that's where that the cheating thing would
Right.
come in as being changed.
Okay. Okay. How you doing, OG Ty?
All right, that question was like, a cheater is always gonna be a cheater.
Talk about it.
If you got that cheating streak in you, you're gonna cheat. I mean,
So
go ahead.
so the young lady was saying that she believe in change. So you don't think it's change? You don't think you can change?
I mean, in this day and time, I don't think they're gonna change.
Mm. Give me some. Why you don't think so?
It's too hard. I mean, the road has already been paved. You know, I mean, like it's kind of hard for them not to stop cheating. It's like it's too far gone.
What about when you're young? Some people it take time for them to learn. You put childish things to the side as you grow older. What you think about that?
I mean, you supposed to, but a lot of times it don't work like that.
You right about it. You right about it. Miss Riley, where you at, Miss Riley? Give
Right
us
here.
some of that. Give us some of that feminine energy.
Um, the reason I say that people change is because we're not the same person we were 10 years ago. I'm
Right.
I'm definitely not the same person I was at 25. So I feel like as you age, you grow. So yeah, somebody that was a cheater when they were 25, at 30, they can be someone totally different.
Right.
People change. People change. You're supposed to change for better as you grow.
So what you think happened when they don't let it go? When they can't get it out of them, like the OG said. What you think that meant?
They don't want to get it out of them.
Mm.
They
You
don't
gotta,
want to.
you gotta want to change.
You have to want to.
Wow, that's
That's
deep.
with anything.
Yeah, that's true because
That's true. That's true. You
yeah,
gotta
you
want to
gotta
try.
want it for yourself. Even though you might try to encourage them not to do it, they gotta want it. Otherwise, they're gonna keep doing it.
Can we look
Yeah.
at this? Can we look at this same view as being as cheating as I feel like America has been cheating some of its citizens? So does that mean that if you don't
It's,
believe that one, if you
uh,
don't believe one person can stop its endeavors, so does that mean that we might as well hang it up on
oh yeah, we
America
might
to
well.
stop
You just
cheating
you
on
went there.
us?
We might well hang it up. Shit. But Miss Riley, what you think? Is America is they gonna change and give us our 40 acres in the mule, or what you think?
Or they gonna
No,
keep
we're not
cheating
getting
on us?
it.
Yeah,
We ain't
we
getting
not
it.
getting that. They
We're
gave
not
it to
getting that.
everybody.
No, we're not getting that.
They gave it to
Black people got to
everybody
come
else
together
except
collectively
us.
as a whole first before we get anything from anybody else.
Pay attention. All right. All right. You just gotta pay attention. You won't pay attention? Okay.
It's literally so funny when men tell me like, oh, you can't be that picky, or oh, you can't be that type of girl or woman. Like, yeah, I can. Like, I'm so sorry, the dating pool nowadays is number one, trash as fuck. Nobody knows how to court a woman anymore. And number two, when you're dealing with a woman that doesn't really need you, like, you have to try harder. I'm so sorry. Like, when you get to a certain level, like last night, spare the fucking moment, I decided I want to be a gamer. I wanted to start streaming. A bitch just picked up her PS5. Do you think I'm going to argue with you about bare minimum shit? No, because I don't need you. So if you're not willing to give me the world and more, keep stepping, because I'm okay being by myself, baby.
Uh-oh. Now, this is what I want you to pay attention to. She said the dating pool is trash, and men aren't courting anymore. Pay attention. Should you court the woman you dating, your wife, or should you court your potential wife that's going to be your wife? Or should you just court every woman you date? I want you to pay attention. Because if you court every woman you date, her body count is, I'm sorry, we got to have the conversation. And her body count is high. Over 3, over 2, over 1 is more than 1. I'm just saying, what value is she giving you with that, she got that baggage now. What value is she giving you so you to relinquish this level of courtship to her? Because she said men. She said that. I'm just asking you to pay attention to the scenario. If you listen to her, and she want to be courted by you and the men. She said men. She didn't say my man, my man, my man. She said men. Pay attention to the value. Or should you save a certain level of courting for your wife or your primary significant other? I like to know, so I ask these questions. I pose these questions. I pose these scenarios because I would like to have enlightenment on these things also. Although I have my own enlightenment, I would like to have a maximum amount of enlightenment. And I want you to pay attention because this is where we at. See, the young lady was with the young man, the boyfriend, but the young lady is then went and committed. You understand? It's a level of deceit there because he's naive. Y'all not following me? We back with some heavy scenarios and we asking the question. We asking the question. Make it make sense. She said that I didn't, and I need you to pay attention. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Is it true? Come on, we tap in with the comments. Tap in with the comments. Are you guys paying attention and listening? Or not really? Because they speaking and we listening. We engaging. I need to know if it's fact or fiction. Uh-oh, the caveat. Woo, y'all not ready.
I love devil's advocate.
So what about the men? Why is it that
It's a double standard.
Oh, why is it?
Yeah.
Like a man's confidence is defined by how many women he break down in his bed.
Why does the sun come up in the east and go down in the west?
Because God made it that way.
Why do the stars sparkle?
But that's God's
Why
law.
is the sky blue even though it's not blue? Why? I don't ask those questions. It is a double standard. We can't sit here and pretend like we are the same as men. We're not. We're not. We can't wash men off. Period. No, I need you to hear me. We cannot wash men off.
Mhm.
There will always be a remnants of the men that we've been with inside of our bodies for life. So if you are just filled with all of these different people, you know how many different soul ties, demon spirits you got in your body?
But so do men though.
No, men can wash us off.
No.
What do you mean no?
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying because we are incubators and they are the whatever.
Penetrators. That's what they are. Yeah. It's a sport, especially for certain types of men. And for us to sit here and act like we could be just like men, that's wild to me.
Woo. Is that a fact? Is that a fiction? Is it a double standard? Whew, how they sound. It sounds as though the man is not a cheater, but the woman. I'm sorry. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Are you paying attention to what the young ladies just spoke on? We can go in and out, wipe off. But once you go in, you're in there and you can fill that up with you know what. Got to be careful because of the algorithm. So I'm being careful. I'm letting them. This all ties in to once a cheater, always a cheater. Or can that man or that woman change? Young lady just gave us a way out. Fact or fiction? It's a fact. It's a double standard. Not based on societal principles. It looks as though it's based on universal principles to me. We didn't determine a man being naturally a visual creature and want to. Are all men cheaters? Are all women cheaters? Is it in your nature to be faithful, but you felt something at that job and you brushed on that man and you went to kiss that man, and now you being deceitful to the guy over there, your boyfriend of 2 years, 3 years, and he being naive, so he don't understand, but he feels something, but he don't know what it is because he first in that experience? Stay tuned for part 2.
Pastors lying to the public, they ain't got the truth in them. Lights out, gas off, bootless, this city pimping. Blocks on fire cause the homeowners broke as fuck. Taxes up, water bill higher than a Civic truck. It's a bigger play.